Version 2.0 is one of our biggest releases ever. There's way too much to cover in this video, so we'll be sticking to the key points. The biggest change is we completely got rid of the old edit styles page. That page started small with 4 or 5 options, but it grew to over 20. If you were a new user opening Lacuna for the first time, it was very overwhelming. Maybe you just wanted to tweak block quotes, but you had to take in everything at once. Now all of that works through what we call inline panels. You only see and interact with what you're working on at the time. This will also make presets a lot more enjoyable to use. If you're not familiar with presets, they're a way for you to have multiple different styles for any given element, like a block quote. Before, if you had multiple presets, it was easy to get confused about which one you were working on. Especially if you're working on a book for multiple days or weeks, you had to remember exactly how the configuration was. It was just way too hard. Now the way that it works, you're only going to be working on that specific element with that specific preset at any given time. This change also makes the fast PDF preview really shine. Before, you couldn't see your style changes in the print previewer. It was locked to only EPUB and it was locked behind the edit styles page, and you had to switch back and forth and then hope that print looked correct. Now, because everything's inline, every change you make, you can sit on the fast preview or even the slow preview and see your changes in real time before you commit. There are 3 ways to access your style settings now for elements. In the EPUB previewer, you can hover over any customizable element and a small edit button will appear. If you click on that, it'll load the inline style for that element and the preset that's assigned to it. And if you don't like the edit hover system, you can always turn it off in the drop-down menu. The second way to edit your styles is in the editor. Anytime you see a menu pop up or a panel, you'll see a preset drop down and a pencil icon next to it. Clicking that will jump you into the inline style as well. So those 2 options cover all of your element specific settings. And then for the global settings, you can either use the top menu buttons, the edit styles, and the print settings have drop downs, or you can use the matching icons in the side menu. These open a full list of options, but once you pick what you need, you're only working with that one setting at any given time. The goal of this whole change was fairly simple for us. It was just, we don't want you to lose your place in your editing process. It would take us far too long to cover every panel and every global setting, but we're hoping that we've nailed the intuition behind these changes and you should be able to discover whatever it is that you're looking for on your own. The other major change that we've added is book volumes. You can think of these as building blocks for box sets. You can technically create a box set now, but before we make an official box set system, we would love your input. Try it out, let us know what works and what doesn't, and we'll build the final version together. The 2 ways to create a book volume is you can select all the sections you want in the sidebar, right click and choose create book volume. It works the exact same way as book parts did. Or the add new sections button has a new option to create a book volume. Table of contents are handled automatically for you. Your main table of contents will show only book volumes plus any front and back matter. And then inside of each volume, you can add a scoped table of contents that only lists what's in that volume. No duplicate entries and no clutter. We've also expanded table of contents customization. You can now customize the 4 different entry types: sections, book parts, book volumes, and subheadings. Each one of these can now be styled independently. You can customize the fonts, the size, the spacing, and the borders. Just open the edit styling drop down in the table of contents, pick the entry that you want to customize, and there is an inline panel for these as well. The other thing that we want to mention in this video is the window zoom. You can now zoom the entire application. On Windows, you can use Control plus and Control minus. On Mac, you can use Command plus and Command minus to zoom in and out. You can control the zoom from 50% up to 200%, and this will scale the editor, the menus, all of it. And we also added a new command palette for easy navigation. You can press Control P on Windows or Command P on Mac to open the new command palette. It uses a smart search behind the scenes, so you can type something like CH1 and jump to Chapter 1 or EP for epilogue. It's a fast way to navigate around your book without scrolling through the sidebar, and especially once you have a lot of sections, I think this will really come in handy for you. There's a ton of other features, bug fixes, and optimizations in this release. And you can find a full list of all of our updates on the updates section of our webpage. I really want to thank everybody for the support and all of the feedback that you've been giving us over the last 6 months. For a lot of you, you took risks on our application when it was brand new, and you've watched us and helped us through this journey. We really couldn't have done this without you. So thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy everything that we've built, and it saves you a lot more time and gives you a lot more flexibility.